Hello everyone, I'm going to be making a video going over the top 10 things that you probably don't know in Dark and Darker. So kicking it off with number 1, we have the Lich or Warlord glitch spot. Now, if you stand on top of the two coffins on the east side of the room, you can basically safe spot Lich, and it works for Warlord too, but it's more effective on Lich. And using this method, what you can basically do is, let's say you're running Wizard, as long as you have potions to survive the purple circles and the ticking zone that happens on his second phase, you can essentially survive and do the Lich solo using this method. Moving on to number 2. Many of you have maybe seen this, but you're questioning how it's actually done, but this is the chest jump. And essentially what happens here is just as the chest box lid is arcing open, you're going to essentially ride it, and it's going to take you up and boost you ahead. Now, I'll slow a portion of this video down so you can see exactly when I jump. And the trick of this method is essentially you want to wait just a few milliseconds after the chest opens to actually start riding it. And you'll see in this video, the chest lid kind of arcs open, and I'm riding on that, and it's giving me a boost on top.
Sit down and get your fireballs, bro.
Now, getting into tip number 3, this uses a little glitch that not many people actually know about, where with a bard, you can essentially take away all of the buffs, the visual buffs at least, but keep the actual buffs themselves. And so this helps you hide in corners, or maybe makes you less of an intimidating target, because you can remove all of those musical notes around you that kind of give you away in the dark, or make you look a little bit buffed up or scary. Now, why you would want this to happen is because essentially whenever people push you, they're at a disadvantage, and showing maybe that you're not buffed is going to give you an advantage because they're going to underestimate you, and you're going to be able to pull off, some sick moves on them. And essentially the way that this is done is you want to play all of your buffs and then give the Accelerando buff at the very end of it with the drum. And at the very end of the Accelerando buff, you're going to lose all of your visual effects, but keep your buffs. Next up, number 4 on the list, we have bunny hopping. This has been in the game since early playtests, and if you knew about it back then you probably still know about it today, and you'll know that it's pretty OP. So to do this method, what you're going to do is, as soon as you land, you're going to queue up another jump that will basically make you lose 0 move speed whenever you're doing anything that lowers your move speed, such as casting a spell, using a bandage, drinking a potion, or anything that could make you lose any kind of move speed in the process can pretty much be bunny hopped reliably. And so what you're going to want to do to basically make this a lot easier is bind your scroll wheel to your jump. So you're going to want to press escape, go to options, press inputs, and then whenever you see jump on the movements controls, you bind that to scroll wheel down, and there you go. You can bunny hop now very easily. Moving on to number 5, we have the invisibility potion trick, which is mainly useful for classes like rogues or maybe barbarians. And the way this trick works is you want to equip items that have knowledge on them, and then you can drink an invisibility potion, and if you actually swap off those items and go back to whatever main gear you were using, you're still invis. So you really only need that 15 knowledge at the beginning of drinking the potion, and after you swap off of it, you can be invis with all of your main gear on. So yeah, as soon as this gets out there, the old barbarian invis meta is probably going to be coming back if people start abusing this. Now, moving on to number 6, we have the rogue looting while invis. A lot of people make the mistake of going up to a body, looting it, and then invising away, when in reality, what you don't know is that you can actually open up menus. So you can open up an inventory, like I show in the video, and you can loot while you're still in invis. So a lot of people mistakenly report cheaters saying, oh, I just got range looted, whatever it might be, and in reality, there was just a rogue sitting on the body, looting while he was invis, and you just didn't know about it. Going forward to number 7, this is a little spot that is useful to know in crypts, and I guarantee you that not a lot of people know about it. But if you look at this little wooden pallet over here on this hole inside of the chapel module in crypts, you can basically walk right through it. It's no-clipped, meaning it doesn't actually have any physics on it, and you just walk right through, and it's an amazing hiding spot in case you're in a pinch or in case you want to hide there and jump somebody from behind. Moving on to tip number 8. A lot of people might know this one, but I'm sure a few of you don't. Over here, next to the altar, north of the Lich module, if you go up to this skull right here, you have diamond spawns on the shelves, inside of the eyes, and you can actually find legendary gems here. So it's always worth coming up to this spot if you can clear it out. I've definitely gotten a few legendary gems out of here, and it's helped me with my quests. Finally, moving on to tip number 9. This one is pretty broken, and a lot of people don't know about this. However, using the Bard's Song of Invis, or for example, invising your teammate while he's holding triple shot, you can basically channel spells while you're still invisible. And after you unleash the spell, or let's say, for example, you're holding a triple shot and you shoot it, you remain invis throughout the entirety of it. And so what the enemy sees is basically just a bunch of invis arrows that they can't really shoot at, flying at them from nowhere. Now, obviously, this can only really be done with Wizard's Invis or the Bard's Song of Invisibility, considering if you're drinking a potion and then you swap to an ability, you will uninvis yourself after activating it. However, if you're holding that ability, or let's say you're channeling a spell, like for example also Earthquake, then you can hold it while you're still invisible, and the enemy won't be able to see where you are. This one's extremely OP, and a lot of people don't know about it, and I'm sure after this video it's gonna definitely come up a little bit more.
That works with any invis.
Finally, number 10, this spot I guarantee nobody of you know. It's something that one of my friends showed me way back, and nobody else has found it since. Maybe you guys remember you used to be able to get up in the rafters inside of the quad rooms. Well, you can still do that. You basically go over to these vases, and you jump right at this little corner on the wall, and you can still get back up into the spot and jump people that are completely clueless to this little spot. Thank you guys for watching. I hope everybody liked this video. I know I haven't really been uploading lately, but it's a little bit stale with the wipe coming up, so I'm kind of just waiting that out, and I'll try and make, shorter style videos or anything that I can kind of muster up during this time that I'm waiting. Thank you guys for watching, and if you liked the video, subscribe, like, and comment, and check out any other videos that might interest you on my channel. I know there's a ton of content there, so yeah, peace.